Wait a minute. Strike that. Reverse it. Thank you.
One day, I endeavor to understand the 2025-26 Calgary Flames. This team is an absolute enigma. I think I've got them figured out one day, and every time I get in that headspace, every time I get really mad at them, they do something like this. And that's simultaneously hilarious and what makes them so frustrating. Because you can put it in the win column. Good guys win 6-2 over the Buffalo Sabres. If you watched yesterday's video on the Chicago loss, it's basically that game if you flipped it on its head. The Flames were in a dominant position early. The game got tied up, and the Flames put it away late. And at no point did I feel like Buffalo was actually in a position to win this game. And may I add, their blue jerseys are much better than the goat head throwbacks I grew up with. Let's get into it. Off a board battle win by Yegor Sharangovich. Gets it to Kevin Ball. Kevin Ball shoots. Rasmus Andersson, coming all the way in from the blue line, follows the rebound in, puts it in, and that's his 5th of the season, quietly. And that trade value really is going up, and it did go up again yesterday. 1-0 Flames. 5 minutes later, it's a lovely rush up the ice by Nazem Kadri, Yegor Sharangovich, and Joel Farabee puts in a beautiful pass. It's 2-0 after 1, and the Flames are looking pretty in control of this game. The Sabres flipped the script a bit in the second. Not gonna lie, this was the Flames' worst period of the day, and it wasn't great, but it never got fully away from them. And still at no point did I feel like Buffalo was gonna completely flip the game. Matthias Samuelsson scores the first one, and not much Devin Cooley could do on either of these. A few minutes later, Tage Thompson with an absolute boomer from the blue line. The Sabres have tied the game 2-2, and we're going into the third period. Now, on a worse night, this fragile Calgary Flames team would have packed it in for the night, but they were having a pretty good day, and I guess took some lessons from Chicago because they had an absolutely dominant third period. 2 minutes in, on an absolutely lovely give and go from Huberdeau and Coronado, Huberdeau gets it back and fires a wonderful pass to Morgan Frost. The Flames retake the lead 3-2 and never look back in the game. 5 minutes later, Rasmus Andersson takes a slap shot from the sideboard and gets a nice rebound. Michael Backlund taps it into the net, makes it 4-2. The Flames then make it 5-2 on an almost carbon copy of the Connor Bedard Wolfie gaff, except it doesn't get close enough to the goalie, and Joel Farabee wins the race quicker. It's a clean breakaway, and Farabee finishes the play with gusto. It's 5-2. And then, late in garbage time, Matt Coronado gets a funny one, shoots high, it goes off the glass, hits the back of the goalie and goes in. When you're having a good night, like the Flames were, the bounces go your way, and they did a little bit on the sixth goal especially. Flames make it 6-2. Joel Farabee missed a wide open chance for his hat trick, but that's okay, because the Flames flipped the script in the back-to-back, beat the Buffalo Sabres 6-2, and continue to frustrate the man in front of this microphone. Because if they play like they do sometimes, and as they did in the first and third period, they can be a dominant hockey team. However, they are capable of forgetting how to do this for games at a time. And when they're not playing like this, they will leak goals like a bucket with no bottom. And that is why this season already seems lost. 22 games in, but hey, we're still gonna have fun performances like this to talk about occasionally. And how about Devin Cooley? Coming in, I thought Ivan Prosvetov was the better choice for the backup to Dustin Wolf. Devin Cooley has proved me entirely wrong, as has most of this roster. This is why I don't claim to be an expert as closely as I followed this team, because had Devin Cooley showed this in the preseason, we would not have even been talking about Ivan Prosvetov. But tell me what you think. Tell me how you think the next few games are going to go. Tell me if you think this matters at all. Do all the YouTube things. Like, share, and subscribe. And as always, go Flames.